All right, so I just want to do a quick recap on my thoughts of what I was thinking while I was trading and what I'm thinking about reflecting back on the day. So this is the overnight session. Essentially, it just bounced between, a maximum of like a 40-point range, right? Uh, let's see. So you got this range, right? I started looking at the market right around 8 a.m., which would have been right here. Because this range was so small, I didn't really feel comfortable picking any direction in this, so I didn't catch this move down. Once this ripped down, it ripped down about 80 points, which is a pretty substantial move for any day. Um, and my initial thought was once we got down to this area, we were going to form a Wyckoff pattern. So right now we're looking at this on the 5 minute. We're bringing this down to the 1 minute. You can kind of see a little bit better, see a little more clear about blah, 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 blah. You can see more clearly. You can see what the fuck I'm trying to talk about. What am I trying to say? Anyway, um, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is what I was anticipating happening, right? I was thinking we come down here, hit this zone, which would have been consolidation, is what I thought it was going to be. Uh, we have the SC area. I thought this would be the SC. We come back up. We have this spike after the AR. We come back down. This could have been the ST. Coming back up again towards this AR, coming back down. And I thought this area, let's see, well, this was going to be this move coming back up. I thought where we stopped right here was going to be this LP. And so what I was anticipating happening was the market moving rather than coming back down, coming up, creating this zigzag pattern right here before eventually breaking up. So you can kind of see what I was anticipating happening. So this is the spring in my mind. Um, Thought it was going to come back up, create this zone right here, which this bouncing around right here, you can kind of see it puts it almost at the 50% mark on this just specific zigzag right here. Um, which then the 50% mark of that kind of lies right here at the top of this range. So that would have been right at this level. So that's kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. What ended up happening is you can see that it did the opposite. It made the zigzag pattern essentially right here. Um, not exact, but in hindsight, this would have been a great trade had I've been, paying attention to where this was. You can see again, it's got that zigzag, that 50% mark in this move um, was right at the exterior point of this range as well. And then after it broke out of this, which uh, broke out of this kind of wedge, um, you know, 925 to 1780. So yeah, around 150 points, which these are the kinds of moves that I'm trying to catch right here. You got this 50% move coming down, you have it pulling back up, rejecting off this gap, pushing back down again, pushing up, rejecting off of this gap, then pushing down, and then finally the whole thing just cascades down. Uh, these are the types of trades I'm trying to catch. The last 2 days, today was pretty brutal. I made 17 total trades. Um, they were all a struggle. They all pulled against me, and they eventually closed out with small profit. Closed the day out with 660 bucks profit. So that's nothing to complain about. But other than I can complain about my own mentality, my own you know, bad entries and all that, and being almost just married to this idea that the market was going to come back up. Because I was thinking yesterday pumped so hard that we would come back down, and then if this was a Wyckoff accumulation rather than distribution, we would have come back up, zigzagged right here, and then come back up, zigzagged up here, and then continued to pump, um, which that obviously didn't happen, went the other way. But I just wanted to go over kind of my thoughts on the day. Um, we'll see what tomorrow has in store. Not sure if I'm going to trade shorts on gold tonight, a few quick scalps, up 300 bucks. That's all I'm essentially trying to make every day. So, um, yeah, I might just take tomorrow and just actually work and make some money to have in my bank account. And yeah, anything else that I wanted to bring up? Oh yeah, so this is just a clean chart, but if we bring back in our moving averages um, and VWAP and all that fun stuff, then you can kind of see right here, this is on the 1 minute, this rejects perfectly. This white line is a 200 moving average, rejects perfectly off of that. Again, coming back down, pushing through all the other moving averages. And then once we're back below everything, all the moving averages unravel into, I mean, this is like, I mean, it's a little more clear down here, um, but this is the exact order that I want all of these colored lines to be in. These drawings. Uh, but essentially, this typically, not always, there's a lot of fake outs in this strategy view, but once you have these kinds of moves coming in, this is kind of just an indicator of where a good place to enter the trade would be. You could have entered it on the breakthrough, your rejection of these lines right here. Comes up, breaks through. Once it rejects off of there, that would have been another great entry. Again, down here is a little more sketchy, but these are all kinds of, it's a lagging indicator. And there are times that it'll just, it will be in that order, and then the market will just rip through it for whatever reason. Um, lots of manipulation. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is like concrete or that mechanical in this kind of thing. Um, but these are the strategies that I like to use. Uh, and it looks nice and retro. Anyway, that is it for this quick little recap. If I trade tomorrow, I will stream tomorrow, and if not, I hope everybody makes a lot of money and has a good day.